The discovery of a virgin shipwreck is the dream of all divers, and we would be just the second and third divers to visit the ship since it went down sometime between 1930 and 1940. Making this dive even more compelling was that after a period of extensive research, we were unable to find any historical evidence of this ship, its crew, or its cargo. I agreed that this was a chance of a lifetime to help solve a mystery that predated the Second World War. Sailing along the eastern coast of Belize is best left to experienced sailors. Next to the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, there is no larger natural reef on the planet than the Belizean Barrier Reef. The extensive history of sunken ships along the coast here are the result of having this enormous coral feature lurking just beneath the surface. For sailors, the ability to safely navigate the narrow shipping lanes of the area takes many years of experience. Could the loss of this cargo ship be attributed to a simple act of careless seamanship? Although possible, that would fail to explain why there is no record of this ship's existence.
Well, the way it was discovered was by side scan sonar. There was a company doing some mapping of the Belize shipping channel here, and they found it one day, and they came out to me and told me the coordinates on it. We came down and we found it, so we're the first ones to ever dive it. Discovered it's full of marine life, and it's carrying a whole load of wood. That's what made it go down.
Why did they decide to do this, the sonar scan of the area? What was the...
Because Belize was starting to be known for a cruise ship destination, and they didn't have a good map to come in the channel. It's shaped like a big snake, so they needed a correct mapping for the cruise ships don't run aground in here. So that's actually why it was discovered. It was for the cruise ship industry doing just a mapping project.
So they were looking at the data and said, hey, what's this?
Yep, they came out to me and said, it's like a negative, and showed me here's this flat bottom. All of a sudden, here's this beautiful ship. It's about 105, 110 foot long, just sitting on the bottom in 130 feet of water. The steel's all intact, but it's corals everywhere. Lots of marine life corals. Any wood on it has pretty much deteriorated, except for the cargo that it was carrying, which was wood, is still all there intact. This is what we brought up from it. And you can see the woodworms have gotten into it, but it's all different sizes. This is just one piece that we brought up.
So the cargo, they were carrying lumber?
Yep.
And this is actually a piece of the cargo?
Yep, that's a piece.
Wow.
That came up yesterday. It was in the water for 62 years until yesterday.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
Any numbers on the ship down there? Any information?
No, nothing. You won't see. No, it's all totally encrusted in corals.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll see there are a couple portholes I'm going to point out to you. You can see the big anchors. You can see the winches, the davits that held the lifeboats, the smokestacks, and that. So I'll point out some features to you. But no, there's no name. There's nothing. Yeah.
So outside of you two gentlemen, I'll be the...
You're going to be one of the very first ones.
Very first ones.
Yep.
It's pretty exciting.
Okay, ready to get knocked out?
Let's do it.
Okay, Ishmael's going to help you in.
So what was the story of this ship? We can't be certain its sinking came as a result of a storm, any more than we could prove that it sank as an act of intrigue. This area has a long tradition of piracy on the seas. But the payload of lumber on the ship would be no use to a band of pirates in search of a quick sale on the black market of the day. A search through the history books did give rise to one possible scenario that might just unlock the tale to this sunken mystery ship. The Spanish and British governments both had an interest in the raw materials taken from the jungle. In 1763, the Spanish were forced to grant the Brits the rights to cut mahogany via the Treaty of Paris. Soon after, the British came into conflict with the indigenous Mayans, whom they tried to use as laborers in the sawmill camps. It was grueling work, and the British companies wouldn't pay a living wage. They also imposed cruel labor laws, leaving the Maya little choice but to disappear back into the forests of their ancestors. The British then brought in African slaves to work the logging industry in such numbers that it completely changed the cultural balance of the area. Following the crash of the world economy in 1929 and the devastating hurricane in 1931, the oppressed workers in Belize organized a revolt, which led to acts of violence against the merchants who operated under the protection of the British government. At this point, we can't know for sure, but the cargo of lumber may be a valuable clue. The approximate date of the sinking aligns with this scenario, as does the civil unrest by the workers that may have sparked random acts of terror against the merchants shipping out of Belize. Today, this mystery ship is alive once again. Literally, every square inch of this ship is covered with living marine life. The wreck has provided a vital home to a variety of species for many decades. The experience of exploring a virgin shipwreck is both exhilarating and inspiring, and one that I will never forget. What an experience.
Pretty cool.
Unbelievable.
You're one of the first. Congratulations.
Thanks for taking me down to your spot. Your secret spot, man.
Our secret spot.
Wow.
Our new secret spot.
I want to go back there again. I didn't get enough.
Well, we got another tank of air for you.